So I'm happy to be here with Pastor Manochehr again, an Iranian pastor who lives in Athens, works here regularly with the refugee community from Iran, and you have a church full of people from Muslim background that have come to faith. Many have been baptized. And I wanted you to tell us a little bit about some insight that you've grown to have over time about the way the church spreads, sometimes through the scattering and dispersion of people from different homelands, right?
Yes. Yeah, actually, it's a very nice story in the book of Acts in chapter 11. And we see it in the book of Acts when in the chapter 8 or 9 when they martyred Stephen, the first martyr of the Christianity. And we see in the gospel says, in the Bible, in the book of Acts says, the believers just split everywhere. And when they came to Cyprus and some other area, and because of that persecutions, the church just gone everywhere. Mm-hmm. The question is, sometime when the difficulty and persecution come, probably many believers says, God, what is your plan? We believe in you. We had our own church, our own building. We didn't bother anyone. Why? You are the mighty God. But why we have to leave our home? And I'm sure those Christians started in 1979 when the Islamic regime came to Iran. I have some older believers from that time. The father is a founder of one of those Iranian churches in Tehran, used to be. They closed that church. And when the Islamic regime came to Iran, they closed the churches one by one. They killed 3 pastors in Iran. And so one by one the elders escaped from Iran, the elders, believers. Many of them came to Europe, many of them to America, to Canada. But I'm sure the first question was, why all this happens? Mm-hmm. Why this happens? And that time in 1979, 78, I would say the number of Christian newborn again, I don't think it was more than 10,000. That's what I'm saying, very high.
All across the country of Iran.
Yeah. All those people I know wouldn't be even that number. It was maybe 20, 30 gathering with 20, 50 believers. But look what happened. When the persecution started, these people came out. Some of them joined the Bible school, some of them went to seminars, and they started a Christian organization, small churches. Because of those persecutions started in 79, it's exactly the same story happened in the book of Acts. Mm-hmm. When the persecution started, those believers came to Cyprus from Jerusalem, they were scared, they might, like Stephen, lose their life. And they escaped, they came to Cyprus, to Phoenicia and Syria. Mm-hmm. In this city, just in the city of Athens, last 17 years, I believe more than 15, maybe 1,000 people being received and baptized. Those are people I know. Mm-hmm. Just in Athens. The other city of Greece, I don't know. I'm sure there is many.
And so it's not just the story of people being forced to flee, but wherever they go, they've had new opportunities with their own communities, right?
Yeah, one of the things that people came here, and the story is these people came out, they get trained, and some of them got the PhD degree in theology. Those people. Mm-hmm. Some of them become pastor even the local churches in Europe, not in Iranian just.
Right.
They become a writer.
Right.
So, and I think I'm sure God has plan for all the nations.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But from my perspective, I'm just saying, God used these people. And Iranians are, after Chinese, we are not 1.5 billion, we are 82 million. And Iranians are one of the first number that grow in the churches. That much believers.
That sounds very much like a continuation of the book of Acts. Good. Well, thank you. That's very helpful.
Thank you.